Hello, I am here. It's very cold in my room today, so I am like all bundled up. But we're back with some more programming. So I'm gonna start working on some more kind of the transitions, the scene transitions, loading screens, trying to get kind of that main menu and game screen talking to each other kind of thing. Want a hug to warm you up? I would love a hug to warm me up. It's freezing right now. Like even this water bottle has just been sitting on my desk. It's cold. Like it's cold. Ugh. All right, let me switch into the main scene here. Okay. Um. So this is obviously the main menu scene. We've seen this before. And then I have the game manager up here, and I've kind of moved the pause menu, quit confirmation dialog up there, and then as well I've created a sort of loading screen, which right now is just a slightly transparent panel with a progress bar and some progress text. That's it right now. Um, and then we can run this. And basically, what it does is helps load my scene. On my computer, it loads quick enough that you don't really see it, which is nice. But I can go into the scene, load everything up, and it works as normal. I can access my game manager, my pause screen. I can save the game. Oh, okay, that's something different. But I can run all these functions. Um, Go back in, do all this as usual. None of this has really changed. But then when I quit, everything still seems normal. It goes back to the main menu like I want. But when I try to hit new game again, I get this error that the object of type game object, has been destroyed. And it's for this loading screen. So it's telling me that my loading screen has been destroyed for whatever reason. Which doesn't really make sense because I'm reloading the scenes each time. Um, Unless quit. No, quit adds it scene two as an additive. So that's another thing I wrote a load scene function. Well, stole a load scene function from uh Dapper Dino on YouTube, but what it does is it asynchronously loads the scene of the ID that I send it, and then of a certain scene mode type, which is from the load scene mode enumerated list from Unity, which you can either load scenes as single, which closes all other scenes and loads this scene, or you can load them as additive, which you would do after. Um, and additive adds the scene you're trying to load on top of another scene. So my game manager is an additive scene because it's just going to go over top of the other scenes. So that's all that's doing, and then it's pulling up my progress bar here and doing stuff with that. And when I confirm quit, both of these they load scene two as type additive, so it's loading everything correctly. It's all doing the same stuff. So it's confusing that suddenly I just can't use this anymore, because it works fine the first time, and then if I quit and go back and it's all the same way still, now it just doesn't work. But if I come in here and look at my loading screen, it's there. Like I can enable it like that and you can see it there. So I'm not entirely sure why that's happening. My feet are freezing. I'm not wearing socks and my feet are freezing. Um, so yeah, that's a bit of a problem. I come into my game manager, you can see loading screen object, it's still there. So I'm just not sure. I'm not sure why that's happening. But I want the loading screen also, like, forgetting that, if we just focus right now on the first time through, because we know that works. Um, what I want it to do is load up the item database, the quest database, and the rarities database, which I did that off camera. Um, I wrote a quick little generic class here, so you can have a database of type T, which type T or T is just a generic type. So I have that being used in my game manager with a database of item, database of quest, database of type rarity, and that's just so I can like load all these up easily. Um, so I want, and I want the load items functions here to basically trigger my load my progress bar as well, which I kind of started here. Um, so I'm loading 3 databases, so my minimum is 0, my maximum is 3, and then as I finish each one, I'm just changing it to 1, 2, 3, and then 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3, 3 out of 3. So that's kind of how I'm handling that right now. But again, it loads quickly right now, especially those because I'm not actually loading any data. But it loads quickly right now, so I can't really access it. What I want to do though, really quickly, is open my folder here. Um, oh, it's in like a temp folder, isn't it? Unfortunate. I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna find out what the URL for that is again, and then I'm gonna um I'm gonna bookmark that folder so I don't have to keep logging the persistent data path. I can just bookmark it, know always where it's at when I'm debugging, and have it open and ready. Oh, that's right. It's in app data. Okay. So if I go here, do this, do that, and then I'll do a shortcut, drag that onto my desktop. Okay. Not sure why that happened, but okay. And then here we go. So now I have a bookmark to that. Eh. Saves, save file one. Okay. So something else. So I have my saves folder. Now I want a databases folder. And these are going to be easy. Let's create a new text document here. Call it items.json. Now call it items, and then open it and save as items.json. So then we're just gonna oh, copy that a couple times, rename it to be quests and rarities. Okay. So this is, oh no, it's gonna open in Visual Studio 2015. Can I set a default for these? Open with, choose another app. Never open with 2015. That is stupid. The version selector, and hopefully that's, yeah, not 2017 or not 2015. Okay. This is why I don't like 2015, because it takes 6 years to load. So we have items JSON, we have quests. Is it gonna open it in another window? Oh my Jesus Christ. Nah, do it do it open with 2015. No. That's a terrible idea. Um this already takes long enough to do because I'm an idiot. I don't need 20 Visual Studio 2015 slowing me down too. And then rarities. Also, hi Maggie, good to see you. Thank you for stopping by.
Yep, I don't know what that means, so I'm just going to nod and say yes.
That is the best use of that sound. Thank you very much. Okay. So so items. Let's start with items. Let's open up the item and the weapon. You're very welcome. Okay, so items, me the whole time watching this stream. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so we're gonna have this, and then we're gonna have name. This is gonna be sword. Uh, description, a sword is discovered false. Ranged weapons. My computer's in the process of resetting now. Oh, so you did end up going through with that then? Hopefully that a sword. Hopefully that fixes it. I'm not sure though. Like, never can be sure with computers. Um, and then rarity. Come back to rarity because I don't. Mm, no, it's fine. So rarity is going to be another object. And then we'll come back to that one because I don't want to do the rarity quite yet. Dude, I hope so. The net framework issue is like really bugging me because I can't play Danganronpa without it, and I need it for tonight. Right, right. I don't know why. That's weird that it just wouldn't let you install, or that .NET wouldn't install. That like I've never had that issue installing anything on Steam. That's really weird. And then weapon. So the weapon specific stuff we want. Apparently nothing, but that's not true. And then we want the ID. I'll do the ID up here. Zero. Because like I have framework 4.8, but you can run but you can run that simultaneously with 3.5. So I don't know what the issue is. Right, you like there shouldn't be some kind of compatibility issue with it. Um, Also tried calling Windows support, horrible idea. Yet they are the least helpful people around. Never call Windows support. Um, but yeah, like because some games require different versions of .NET Framework, so you can have them all on. That shouldn't be a problem. Cooldown time is gonna be for this gonna be like zero point 0.5 seconds. I think I can just do 0.5 for that. Actually, okay. But I think that's good. I don't want this there. Yeah, Windows support told me that I'm not able to do it. LMAO. Weird. JSON doesn't use semicolons, right? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I was getting there. So what I'm working on right now. What's the main task for the night? The main task for tonight is loading screens and loading in all this sort of item data, making sure that I can get that working. I'm not going to write each little thing like this for every item that's going to be there right now. But I want to make sure I can load in items, load in quests, load in item rarity stuff, and do that all before the game starts in. Also, hi Cody. Good to see you. But that's good for the items right now. Quests. Let's not do this a dumb way. There we go. We can close weapon and item now for right now. Quick item manager close, main menu close, scene loader close, progress bar close. How am I? Little old me. Jeez, Maggie, coming in here with the sass tonight. Oh god, freezing in here. I am very cold. Uh, I don't think my heat's on. I'll be right back. Oh. Okay, hopefully my room starts warming up. I just realized I wasn't hearing my heater next to me. So hopefully it starts getting warmer in here now. Otherwise, it's gonna be a very quick stream, and I'm just gonna go to bed, wrap up in some blankets. Entity data, questing, quest. I didn't do anything for this either. Man, I'm slacking. Oh fuck, loot tables. That's another thing I'm gonna have to do. Oh fuck. Okay. All right, we'll come back to quests because I'm slacking on quests right now with setting it up for JSON. Rarities though, we'll do because I know I have that done. How is color stored? JSON. Unity. Color serialized as JSON. That's not what I want. This probably isn't what I want either. I want for color. Alright. Custom serialization? Alright. Okay. Well. For now, we'll do this. We're gonna say this is a string of text color hex. And that's going to be what's serialized. And then we'll create a constructor. Jesus Christ. Public rarity. String name, string text color hex. And this is going to be a JSON constructor. This dot name is going to be equal to name, and then this dot text color hex is going to be equal to text color hex, and then return new color. New color. New color. What are my things? Okay. RGB. Oh, RGB or A. Text color. Okay, we're gonna do this then. Text color R. Text color G. Text color. This is stupid. Vector 3 text color. Because then I can just say text color.x, text color.y, and text color.z. There we go. And this can be a vector 3. And I believe vector 3s get serialized. Why? Oh, because it's not hex anymore. Now what's your problem? There we go. I'm just playing Watch Dogs Legions. Just had some roast beef. I'm doing good. The dolphin is good too. How are you? You just had just roast beef? Like you just took roast beef out of the package? Just like started chomping down on it? Also, I don't know if that "how are you" was for Maggie or for me, but I'm good. I'm cold. I'm a little tired. Okay. So then come back into the rarities JSON, create an array, create an object, name. This is going to be common. And then text color. I believe is like that is another object. Built-in serialization. Never mind, that's not what I want. JSON serialization. This is what I want. Okay. Damn, okay. Vector 3s, I guess, can't be. So we'll just do a quick struct vector 3. Int x, y, z. That's also y. And I need these to be public. Okay. And then that should just get serialized as is. So that's cool. So then this can be x. Let me do a color picker from Google so I can get a nice gray color and know the actual RGB value of it. By the way, if you didn't know, Google has a color picker. Helps if I'm using Google and not Ecosia. And now I'm on Gmail. I'm really stellar today. I'm on it. Color picker. There we go. All right, so let's get a nice just flat gray. 140, 139, and 135. And then I'm gonna go into inventory, and here where I commented this out because I was trying something, we're gonna just do items db 0. There we go. And hopefully that works. And then our database, we're gonna add a quick load function because the database itself is not a list, it's just an object. So we want to load into that DB. So say public void load string location. And then I'm gonna go into game manager. I'm gonna copy that, and we're just gonna say, well, we'll come back to this. Return null. Here we're gonna return the JSON. We're gonna set the DB equal to a list returned of items. From location. DB dot add range. Can I convert from list item to what? To IEnumerable? Oh, IEnumerable of type T. There we go. My bad. Hello, I have now gotten my computer up and running again. Oh, good. I assume you haven't tried Danganronpa yet. But now we have the load function, so now we're going to come over here and we're just going to say that this is going to be void. We're going to testing out the game now, just re-downloaded Steam. Will keep you updated. Okay. Items is going to be equal to a new list of items, a new DB actually. And then we're going to say items dot load, and we'll give it a string location. We'll say application dot persistent data path plus databases slash items dot JSON. I just realized the problem with that is well, not a problem with that, it's a problem with this. This isn't going to work. Might cry if it doesn't work. LMAO. Don't do that. But also, I understand if you have to do that because it is very frustrating. Nice. It worked. I'm glad it worked. But yeah, that's awesome. Not sure why. I mean, it could have just been an incomplete from when you bought it. But yeah, there you go. I'm so happy. Okay, so I want to do. I need to say using stream reader equal to new stream reader at location. Then do this, and then come down here, reader.close. And then we're going to say var JSON equals reader dot ah oh, read to end. That works. That works as well perfectly. I was like, usually I use read line, but because I'm writing these, I'm doing them in a way that I can read them as a human. But yeah, read to end works. That'll just give me the same string value. Just in case, we're gonna replace any line endings, just with nothing. So you can't have line endings in description, but who? Maggie, I'm reading your chat. Okay, so then I'm adding. So I'm adding the thing to DB. Rudy's got the chalk zone. Oh boy. Oh boy. Um. Oh, okay. Fair enough. That's good at least. So we'll initialize the list there. So when we create the object, we'll just have the new list, and then we can add the range there. There we go. That works. And that should be that. So then we can come in here and say load, and that'll load everything from that location. And do that here. Of type quest. Quests. 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 I questems, quests, croissants. Get rid of this and change it to void. The wind is really blowing outside. Void. Rarities. Rarity. Rarities. Rarities. Okay. And then we just need to say loading the items. Or loaded the different databases, I should say. We're not going to do quests right now, just because that file, well, the file exists actually, so, but it's probably going to throw an error for it being just incomplete JSON. So we'll put it in, and then we'll comment it out. Okay. So let's see what happens. So basically, if the item loads correctly, oh wait, I'll do something different with the item so that the rarity is based on some kind of reference and not another object inside of it. But for now, that'll do. That'll do. Um, but if this works the way I expect it to, should have an item in my inventory, should have a sword in my inventory, and it should be common, and it should have descriptions and shit. Okay, it doesn't have an image, but that's fine. It doesn't have text, and that's not fine. If I click on Max, close my input manager, experience, player inventory is what I want. Oh, hello. Yeah, I forgot that's a thing that will happen. Um, okay. So I wonder. Okay, okay, Maggie. Um, oh. So it didn't, I don't think, recognize that it was an equipment, a weapon. Discord. Okay, just testing. Oh no, yeah, that was just really convenient. Yeah, the only way to trigger the way to trigger that is it triggers by itself every 15 minutes, or the exclamation point Discord command there. Yeah, Maggie didn't trigger Discord by saying Discord. um, I also need to kind of fix this at some point so that, like, if it's not in a slot, uh, it goes back to that slot. Discord, it won't let me do it. Damn. You must wait 15 minutes. Rude. It's lazy. Damn. What other commands do you have? I have merch, exclamation point merch, and then exclamation point crew, which is just gonna be wrong right now. Trey is playing with Will. Yep. Yeah, Will's here with me. Hi, Will. How you doing, buddy? Good seeing you. Why are you here? There's a pandemic. Go home. Damn, Will, super silent. Um, yeah, so I don't know why the tech stuff isn't showing up. Will, go home. But it's a start. That's it's not terrible. I was able to load an item in from the database and put it into my inventory. So that's nice. That's cool. Um, but I don't know why the pop-up text doesn't work. But that's okay. We can figure that out later. So let's solve this rarity issue right now. And let's have the I'm eating cookies, FYI. Let's have the item constructor. Oh, the rarity. We'll have another one that. Oh, crap. Wait, Cody eating cookie? Never have I ever heard that sentence before. Trey, add a nunny sound button. I do need to add a nunny sound button. You're right. Nunny. Um. So I was just thinking the rarity can be string rarity name, but then how do we access that? So I guess like what game manager dot rarities dot db dot um binary search. Interesting. Dot find db dot where r for rarity r dot name is equal to rarity name. And that could work. I'm one of those original thinkers. Yeah. Okay, Cody, sure. And then this can be the JSON constructor instead. So then so then we don't serialize the JSON, the rarity property. We serialize instead a string of rarity name and make that the JSON property. And we don't need to serialize this field. We don't need to see that. Yeah. So that should be good. And then in items.json, we can say rarity name common. So that let's see what that does. You know, let's just fucking rage. Let's just try it. I don't know what's gonna happen. Cool. Hey, you get to see the loading screen for once. Let's just fucking rage. I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm guessing these aren't things yet, cause. Let's in when we load our databases. Let's just load rarities first, and then we can load the items. I need more Fiona in my life. It was so funny. I went on Twitter yesterday, and the amount of people dressed up as Poe with like a gun or like a cigarette or something, it was so funny. It's so great to see that. She's an icon now. Um, Is it because my rarity is not being shown? I don't know. um, but yeah, I'm not seeing the rarity show up. But the rarity might not be. Yeah, okay. It's not a serializable field, so that's why. So it should show up now, right? 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 Rarity, nothing. Cool. Let's reload it and see what happens. Common. There we go. And then if I come over here, no, okay, so that still doesn't work. But it is loading common now. Common now. So that's good. We have item rarities that we can access just by the name of it now, which is nice. So what would cause my tooltip pop-up to not work? Tooltip.get tooltip info text, which would be on item. Oh, that's why. Because item just returns empty, because item's just going to be a base abstract class. It's never really going to be the class that items actually are. It's going to be, most things are either going to be armor, a weapon, or a potion. So the base class just returns empty, and because the serializer isn't serializing it as an equipment, ooh, that's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a big problem, isn't it? So how do we rectify this? So we have our items. I'm giving it the stuff for. I need to actually check equipment as well. See what's in here that. Um. I'll put some music on actually, because it's quiet in here. But I gotta figure out what I can do with these, or what I can do to get this to create and actually deserialize as a type of equipment and not as item. I suppose I could hard code it and only have my items set up one way. Have my JSON set up so that it's items or equipment, armor, and then potions or whatever. Don't know. Okay. You're trying to deserialize. Just get rid of. You're trying to deserialize. Just get rid of the serialized field dehookie. That's so that I can see the field in the Unity inspector. My problem is that item is all these because I'm okay. They're getting deserialized as a list of type T, and so for the database of type item, they're getting deserialized as items. So I suppose I could just do separate databases then for the armor, the weapons, But then I have a bunch of separate things for items, which are really all just items. And so for like loot tables, it makes it a little bit more difficult to have a nice like loot table pull, or list of items to pull from for a loot table. I mean, Cody, what do you think? Can you not just do different tables in same DB? Well, the point of the DB was to be as generic as possible. So I don't necessarily want to hard code this at all. What is the problem you're trying to solve? Okay. Item is the base class. But my item here, my sword, is a weapon, which inherits from equipment, which inherits from item. So when I'm deserializing, yeah, I don't have that command. But that's cool. Thanks for letting me know you're lurking. So when I deserialize, I'm deserializing them as items, which means I'm skipping these two and going right down to the base class. So I'm getting not the right thing. It's creating items for what's in there and not, in this case, a weapon. Wherein I want it to create a weapon. I guess, actually, let me try doing something like this, putting the actual JSON constructor on here. What does deserialize do? It deserializes it. It's the opposite of serializing it. I'll put JSON constructor on that, and then on equipment. What the fuck does it mean? Serializing is turning it into a string. Deserializing it is turning it back into the object. Okay, so let me just try that and see what happens there. Let's see if it, with the JSON constructor on weapon, let's see if it recognizes it as a weapon because of the extra stuff on it. Nope. I'm gonna look up, see if anybody else has had this issue. JSON.NET serialized, deserialized, derived types. That's what I want. Okay, let me try this. JSON serializer settings equals new settings. type name handling equals type name handling dot all. Yeah. Okay. Yes, Cody, that's exactly it. So it's item to equipment to weapon. Every time I try to deserialize weapon, it becomes an item. Because I'm asking it to deserialize a list of items. So it's saying okay, and it's only getting the information for the item. It's not deserializing it as a derived version, which is hopefully what this will let it do. Oh. Or there's a subtype thing. Interesting. I could do that. So I could have a private string type. And then, like my weapon, could be of type. So public override type, and then I can say get, but it equals weapon. And then my base class of item, I can say JSON converter type of JSON subtypes. Or not. Okay, maybe that's not a thing. Okay, maybe that's not a thing. So never mind. That was just what I saw online, but guess that's not a thing. Can you override deserialize object function? Normally I would say this sounds like a polymorph problem, but it's not your library, so it's complicated. Right. Virtual, that sounds like polymorph to me. Yeah, virtual is polymorphism. But yeah, I can't override the JSON.NET library. So we'll stick with the other way of doing the type name handling. I don't know. Let's try to see what happens now. I'm not sure. No one's put an example of what the JSON would look like. Um. What the JSON would look like with this type name thing. So, kind of just on my own here. No, that didn't work. Initialize an object in JSON will be add type with base. Okay, so I don't know. Let's try this. Let's try this JSON known types thing because that's come up a few times. No, I haven't looked at this yet. But oh yeah. I did just try the type name handling. Yeah. Oh shit! You literally just did that. Don't do JSON known type. Type of, and then we'll say item, and then comma item. We'll go to project, manage NuGet packages. Actually, I'm just gonna get it from here because no, never mind. JSON known types. There we go. Just do that. Okay. JSON converter type of JSON known type converter of type item and then JSON known type item, JSON known type equipment, weapon, and we'll just start with that. So then it will have a $sign type in the JSON. So if I go to items JSON, in it will have this type. So I can say this is a weapon. Alright, let's try it. Let's just see what happens. Oh, my arm. Why's my arm hurting? Oh yeah, because I have to go do a stupid thing. References, JSON known types. Copy. So I'm gonna keep throwing links at you. Okay. Yeah, keep throwing links at me because I doubt that this is really gonna be a fix-all here. Okay, then open Unity, project, plugins, then drag in that, and then reload. Okay. Ouch. If this doesn't work, I might try that, Cody, that you just sent with the custom creation converter. But I have higher hopes for this. Hey, equipment isn't, so it doesn't like so it recognizes it now as something else, which is good. So I click on max, look at inventory 3. It's not gonna serialize everything, I guess, but maybe because equipment's not, yeah. Why do you have an equipment class? Because equipment and armor kind of use the same things, but I wanted different stuff for weapons. Like equipment has both weapon and armor. I don't think I've made an armor class though. Um, so that's why. What is an item that is not an equipment? Um, Consumable or like a potion. In this case, right now, my current project, it's potion. So I have potion deriving from item. There we go. So that thinks it's an equipment now, not necessarily a weapon. Actually, I want to rerun that. I don't know why I closed that. So Yeah, okay. So then we have sword, a sword, which is cool. I want to get this back because I realized that was wrong. So it was saying that the rarity was wrong, which would make sense because the constructor is now wrong. We would want to do string rarity name and make this the JSON constructor and say rarity name. And then same thing on weapon. String rarity name. Rarity name. So let's see if this does anything. No, it won't because I see a lot of this here. There we go. Interesting. I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, I clicked scale. Okay, I was like, that's weird. There we go. And now if I click onto max and just is discovered, now I have sword, common, a sword. So, but does that mean it's seeing it as a weapon or just a regular equipment? Let's find out. It's seeing it as just regular equipment. Or at least equipment that can't go in that slot. So now I gotta figure out how enumerated lists serialize. Oh, okay, cool. Just copy paste this. What? Oh, there we go. And then that lets me do this. I will be right back. Actually, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. And then I'll be right back, because it's been an hour and 20 minutes, and I need to stand up and go do something. So yeah, I will be right back with more of this in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. Sorry that took so long. This answer also points to type name handling, but mentions security vulnerability. I was seeing that as well. I think I'm gonna stick with this with the JSON known types. It works. I think I'm just gonna stick with that for right now. And if I find something different later, I'll go with that. But what I was doing before I just left, up and left, was the slots, the enumerated lists. So slot needs to say, main hand. And then weapons has rolled dice and weapon proficiencies. So if you didn't use it, type name handling auto instead of all. Oh, okay. I mean, oh wait, yeah, we're still on. Yep. There we go. So what's the difference between auto and all then? And then weapon proficiencies satisfied will be something about creating a type property that checks if the classes don't match up when teachers. Oh, well, that's what this is doing now. It's creating the. I'm putting that type in there for the known type thing. But yeah, that's what the. I mean, that's what the subtype thing does as well. The JSON subtype library, which is just built off of the JSON.NET stuff. So. Okay, so let's see if that works then. Thank you, Git, for being loud as fuck. Now go on, Git. See what I did there? That's funny. Okay, cool. Now, yeah. So now I can... Well... There we go. So now it recognizes it as a weapon, or as at least as a piece of equipment with that appropriate slot. So I can come out here. Oh. And then... Yep, now I can use my sword. And then... Oh, I didn't discover it, but that's fine. But now it's... Should be back to normal. There we go. Yeah, so I can still kill him and stuff. So there we go. So that fixes that. The last thing we do need is the modifier. And then we'll have to do fix the issue of the sprite not showing up. And I think I'll do something similar to the rarity, wherein I'll give it a URL or wherever the image is going to be. And then it can just use that instead. Unless there's some way to get like the sprite from the file. I'll have to figure that out. I'll do that off camera though, because I'll have to finagle that a little bit and figure out how to do that. Modifier, dexterity, modifier will be 0. Const2 shed modifier will be 0. And just so I don't have to keep doing it, we'll just say it's discovered right now. Intelligence modifier equals 0. Wisdom modifier equals 0. And charisma modifier 0. There we go. I just speedran getting banned from Pokemon's Twitch chat. Solid. Hi, Potato. Good to see you. Mathman Marcus, Epic Poggers. That's a Mathman Marcus, Epic Poggers for getting banned in Pokemon's chat. Interesting. Mathman Marcus, Epic Poggers. Oh, because I didn't put a comma there. And then is that what it's called on weapon? It's called modifier, or equipment. It's called modifier. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. Mathman Marcus, Epic Poggers. How's the game going? It's going. Kind of at the point now where we're loading items in from a JSON file and stuff like that, so that we don't have to use the Unity prefabs. Bit more flexibility on that front. Okay. So we can equip that. Hopefully now we should be able to kill this log quicker because I have a +2 on my strength now. Or not. There we go. Still can't kill him though, so that's cool. Can I be a quality tester? Hell yeah. I've always struggled with inventories. I can never get them to work. Yeah, me neither. And definitely don't watch my first video, or my first stream where I started doing the inventory stuff, because that was a nightmare. And nothing was working, and everything I did there was terrible. But I think I've got one figured out now that's pretty flexible, pretty easy to use now, and better, so. Oh yeah, that first one, oh, bad. That was a nightmare. Why do I have a second item in my inventory? I don't even know what this item is. By the way, yeah, that still works, but that doesn't work. Like I said, we'll come back to that issue, but yeah. Yes, white box. Yeah, I gotta get the sprites fixed, because now that I'm loading them from JSON, they don't have their sprites anymore. So I gotta figure out how to do that. But again, that's a small issue that I'm not worried about. Now that we have equipment done, let's open up the armor, get that all checked out and fixed. This is going to be string rarity name. And this is going to be the JSON constructor. We can get rid of this, because I don't need that anymore, because that's dumb. Could you see what item is when it's loaded, and then load the sprite texture? What I was going to do just like a URL, but it's a sprite sheet split up by Unity. I don't have the individual sprites. I could, but it would be difficult. It's certainly not impossible. It'd be a little tedious setting up sort of like a dictionary with all the names and then the sprites that would belong to those. But I also don't want to do that anyway, because sort of the gimmick that I had talked to Writer about for this is that on each run, when you start a new game, the items are randomized. Unless there's like some kind of like legendary item or something like that, but most of the items will be randomized with their images and stuff. So like you could pick up a green potion, but you won't know what kind of potion it is. It could be a health potion or a poison potion, that kind of thing. I know nothing about JSON, so I can't really help that much. Haha. Yeah, no, kind of just figuring this shit out as I go. Like, I know enough about JSON, but when it comes to serializing more complicated stuff, I just kind of have to figure it out. I want to put my headset on to hear better, but my hair is wet. Rip me. Rip Maggie. Can we get an F in chat for Maggie? Can we get a Mathman Marcus Epic Poggers in chat for Maggie? Met. um, Jared texted me today on Snapchat, and he's like, ever since I've heard Mathman Marcus Epic Poggers, I haven't been able to unhear it, and it's been stuck in my head since that day. I'm like, and I just texted him back like, Mathman Marcus Epic Poggers. So yeah, that's how Jared is handling that situation. So armor's good. So let's do in our items JSON. Oh, excuse me. I can't just dry my hair, Potato. This is gonna be chest piece. A chest piece. Common. Slot is going to be torso. There's no roll die, but there is an armor proficiency satisfied, which will be, I believe there's a light. I think that's just what I said. I have curly hair. I would need a blow dryer with a diffuser. That's a you problem. And then it gets hot, and then I'm not happy because I'm hot. Yeah. I don't have those problems, so I can't speak on those problems. Equipment. Armor proficiencies. Yeah, let's just say light, just for now. It doesn't matter. It doesn't do anything yet, but just, yeah. Wanted to make sure I was getting the right one.
Yep, I don't know what that means, so I'm
Fuck.
just going to nod and say yes.
That scared the shit out of me. Oh my gosh, that scared me. It's gonna do a dex mod of 3. It's kind of much, but that's okay. But yeah, now we have a chest piece. ID. Actually, armor doesn't have IDs. Armor should probably have IDs though, so we'll kind of leave that in there and we'll give it an ID of 1. The items should have IDs regardless of whether or not they have a cooldown or not. This is type armor. So then we'll go back to the item class, copy this, and say armor. Armor. Cool. Now let's try it. Actually, I need to go to inventory. And we'll just put this in slot 0. We'll put that in slot 1. Put that in slot 0 and that in slot 1, because that just makes a little bit more sense. Okay. So I should have the sword in my first inventory slot, and the chest piece in my second inventory slot. Sword. Chest piece. Let's do this real quick. Let's maximize on play. There we go. Now it's not going off the edge of the screen. So sword, chest piece. So my chest piece, I can't place it in my equipment slots down here, or here, or here. Fuck!
Holy shit! We'll always love you. I can't believe you did this to me. God damn it! How could you do this to me?
That one scared me as well. It's very loud. I gotta turn that down, but I think it's just Streamlabs is very loud right now. Thank you, Potato. Yeah, so you saw that it worked, but it went off the screen. Let me run it again. So if I drag my sword down, I can equip my sword. You see it on my quick action bar there. You can mess with the sound alert sound in configure. Yeah, I know. I'll have to turn those down. I'll probably turn it down in there just so it's not too loud for the stream. But there we go, and it's equipped because you can see it's lost its number and stuff. And if I minimize this and click on max and go to, I wish I didn't have player inventory open. Go to player. My equipment modifiers, I have a dex of 3. I don't have a strength of 2 because I've done that before. The weapon stuff is added at attack time. So with whatever weapon I'm attacking, the modifier is added. But for the armor, it's added always. So I have a dex mod of 3 now, which means my defense would be 8. Oh yeah, there it is. Defense 8. Cool. So that works. Now I just gotta figure out why it's off the slot there. Scenes, game scene. Yes, hello. We're just I have a game to show you if you're not super busy with this. Yeah, send a link and I'll check it out. So, max, canvas, inventory. So these slots. It's not published, but I could screen share it to you. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me hop in Discord. I'm in Bog Standard 2 Potato, if you want to hop in.
Hello.
Hello.
So the game, I made it in like 10 to 20 minutes, and I just thought it was funny. I really wanted to show it to you.
Okay.
It's a game about skating.
Okay.
Let me screen share it. The right one? Oh, we'll find out. Oh. The heck. I think a bunch of error notifications. There we go.
I love the art. Right off the bat,
Thank
I love the art.
So, this is
I love it.
Stop stopping. Why?
And then it was
Oh, why is it not stopping? Oh, I got rid of the thing that stops it.
his legs.
None.
That's cool. I like that. It's goofy as shit, but
You should have seen the original like animations for it. Here, if I switch this to screen.
wow, Skate. Is that Skate 3? Holy shit! I love all the
Skate-
errors.
Thanks. This is what I had when it jumped. I had the legs instead of just like moving the sprite upwards. I had the legs come up like this.
Oh my gosh.
And then I had the arms come up.
Wow, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 on PS4 looks amazing. I think you mean Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 plus 2. Okay.
Is this showing up on? Yeah, it is.
It is it. It's so I love it. Trey, don't be. Trey, don't be Rudd.
I like that I can just. Hold on. What I could.
Maggie. Magi.
Try. This guy. Mathman Marcus.
Mathman Marcus. Epic poggers.
And give him some Mathman Marcus hair.
Oh, hell yeah.
Only when he's jumping.
Mage.
On-
he's bald until he jumps, and then he has hair.
Only when he jumps. It's facing the wrong way.
Yeah. I love it. So what, if you like hold space, does it just stay on that second animation frame?
I'm holding S to do
Or,
the trick.
Oh, okay. Cool. Mathman
W-
Marcus, Epic poggers.
I'm pressing space to push. I'm pressing A and D to turn. And then W to jump.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'm sorry, I just really wanted to show this to you.
No, I love it. It's good.
I thing that stops you is just like gone.
Hmm.
I don't think I saved the project.
Good job.
I could just completely get rid of the character
And it just be a skateboard.
and it'd just be escape. That's what it was originally.
No, I think you need the character with the wonky movement. But only the character with the wonky movement. So there's no person. There's no person until he
skateboard.
jumps. There's no skateboard. There's just a person floating around.
This is what it was originally.
Nice.
And another thing I had, it caused a lot of problems. Might take a second, but I gave the board physics,
Oh.
skateboard. If I want something to work with physics, I add it to every single object,
Yeah.
which is annoying. But here, oh,
Oh.
there goes.
I like that though. That's pretty cool. Okay, well now now there's a problem, but
It's just flipped. Oh, come on. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, so I'm just going to
Yeah.
nod and say yes.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a break from the current project I'm working on, and I'm gonna make a skating game.
love
It was
it.
a big mistake. It was a big mistake. You know what?
You gotta restart computer for Vanguard. Okay, Maggie, have fun restarting Vanguard.
You know what?
Also, hi Jared. What?
Don't
what do
save.
Wow, it's just gone.
Pig.
Pig.
The other project I was working on, if you want to see it.
Sure.
I have way too many
Zombie.
projects. It's zombie. Oh. Oops. Did not exit out of that. You see nothing.
You see nothing. Ooh.
Ignore the dismembered arm holding it.
No, it's all good.
This is a project that I'd work on during school. But, school kind of got canceled.
Yeah.
Going online. And
What the fuck?
I have to go into quarantine. I have to go into quarantine because I was in direct contact with someone with COVID. So
Oh, that
that's
sucks.
great. At first it was just do schoolwork at home, but now I have to stay home.
Right. This is good though. I like this.
It's supposed to be the yellow guys run faster than the others, but sometimes the blue shirt ones run a lot faster than the yellow ones.
Hmm.
I can go here. No, here. It's a different map.
Nice.
The red things are spawners that spawn. They spawn them, and the tan ones are just crates that can drop stuff.
Cool.
Go.
I like
here.
the fog of view effect as well. That's
the black.
Yeah.
One thing I
Like your
can
field
do,
of vision kind of thing.
one thing I can do is if I change the wall to just straight black, it looks like the walls are 3D.
Oh.
Like it looks like they're coming up to the screen.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
And if I go, I am pressing all of the wrong buttons. So this is where I just test like drops and stuff, and I'm kind of at a point where I don't know what to add to this.
Mhm.
Like obviously I can add a lot of stuff, like I don't know what. Also, there's a knife that doesn't work.
Oh, good.
Like this is the old texture,
Mhm.
and if I go here, then it doesn't change the arms, just there.
Nice. I like that. It's good.
I've not socialized for days.
You're a game developer. You don't have to.
Yeah,
Socializing isn't real.
oh my gosh. Today I was at my grandma's house because it was her birthday, and my aunt was like, "So you've been making games, I hear." And that was the worst conversation because I do not like talking about it.
Why not?
Because people are like, "Wow, it's so impressive. You're like
Yeah.
14, you can already do that stuff."
Yeah.
It's not that impressive.
Take the compliment.
Like Pink, I don't like it because like it's my entire family just like I don't know how to explain it. I just don't like it.
Hey, I would take compliments over just being insulted all the time.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, wait, hold on. I have a picture. I'm gonna change window. Here we can watch your stream.
oh, I don't think I want to watch my stream
Hold on.
from
I
your
just
computer.
I just need to pull up something real quick. Where is it? Here it is. I still have this on my computer.
Oh my gosh. The fucking Linky Binky. I hate that so much.
And then I have another one.
It
I don't know if that's showing up.
is not. Your stream is ended.
Crap. I don't know why I keep getting errors every time I change the window. Linky Pinky.
The Linky Pinky.
Anyway, I'll stop bothering you.
Okay. Oh.
I want to show you a skate game and then onto that.
Yeah. Alright. No, that's good. I like that. Alright, I'm gonna leave Discord now, so I'll see you on
Mathman
stream.
Marcus, Epic Poggers.
Mathman Marcus. Epic Poggers. Alright. Now that we had that distraction out of the way. Kidding, potato. Alright, so what was I doing? What was I working on? Right, I was figuring out why these were misaligned. That distraction. um.
You know what? I fucking hate you.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So the torso slot. So our anchor is top left. So if I just set the anchor to be, well, no, let's do the image here. It's in the center. Okay. So let's set the anchor for these then to be not the top left, but the center. And then let's just open the inventory and see what that looks like. Okay, cool. Let's close that now. I don't have any items. Cool. Lit. Dope. Oh, it's because I'm in my game scene now, which, yeah. I need to unload scene and load scene. There we go. Hi AJ, good to see you. What's going on, dude? Nope, that didn't fix it. Is it because? Well, no, because they're both in the. Yeah, they're both here, so it should be just like the inventory slots and stuff that the should be fine. I'm doing all right. Trying to get some of this stuff finished up, and then gonna go to bed and probably watch a movie. Um. So apparently these didn't set to the middle. So maybe that was the problem. The fuck? Alright. I want to unload. I want to just remove the game scene. So sword works. Chest piece works. There we go. Cool. Cool. So yeah, so now we got items being loaded in correctly, which is nice. And actually, I will. In item, I'm gonna comment this out for a bit. I don't want. There really isn't going to be a type of equipment that isn't armor or weapon at the moment. So equipment is more of just an abstract class for armor and armored weapon. So I don't really want anything to actually ever be serialized from that. Only armor or weapon. So that's fine. And then while we're here, we'll do potion. Say potion. And just to make sure that works, let's open up the potion, see what we have here. Okay, so all those JSON properties are good. Has an ID and a cooldown time because it's AI has cooldown, so that's good. Again, let me just take this armor and I'm just gonna take the ID and put it on item because everything should have an item or an ID. I mean. And it's going to be a protected field so that everything can access it that derives from it. And then so in weapon, yeah, we need to get rid of that. And same in potion, we need to get rid of that. And then for potion, that's fine. We just need to make sure our base has ID included down here. Same with same with weapon. And then so in item we'll do int ID and int ID. There we go. And this dot ID is equal to ID. Again, we're gonna remove that from this. And everywhere else is fine. Equipment doesn't have an int ID. And then we need int ID here. So like I said, this is just, originally it was just that anything with a cooldown had an ID, but it just makes a little bit more sense just to give everything an ID. That way it's a little bit easier to access it. It's a little bit more consistent. That way if I ever have to do anything else that has an ID value, it's already there. I don't have to change a whole lot later. Okay, so this is good. So this is all set. We can... I'm going to pull this off to the side so that I have it to reference. And then we're going to go to items JSON. Let's just copy this. This is ID of 2, and this is health potion. A health potion heals 5 HP. Slot potion. That doesn't exist. There's no modifier on it. And it's of type potion. The other fields we do need are the cooldown time. Actually, potion doesn't have a slot either. Is drinkable, and this is true. Is throwable, false. Buff target is health. Buff amount is 5. And then throw radius is 0. I need to then take the string enum converter and put it on buff target. There we go. Cool. So now, when I run this, I should have a potion. I didn't add it to my inventory. Okay. So now when I run this, I should have 3 items. Should be sword, chest piece, potion, which doesn't have a get tooltip. And for now, that'll be good. Just so it's the same as the other stuff. But Sword, chess piece. Nothing. What is... Oh, right, because the rarity is wrong. I forgot to do that as well. So just like the equipment and all that shit, thank you, Bernadette. The potion needs another constructor for string rarity name. And that needs to be the JSON constructor instead. There we go. I don't think the colors are working quite correctly yet for the rarity, but that's fine. I'll check that here in a bit. I'll check that probably off camera, because it's just probably is a problem with my vector, whatever I've done here. So, but the rarity is JSON, or the actually, yeah. I need to add another rarities into here, and this will be, we'll say rare. It's gonna be the same color for right now, just because obviously I don't think that works. The health potion, let's just make it a rare health potion real quick, just to see if that changes it. So, sword, common, a sword. Chess piece, common, a chess piece. Health potion, rare, a health potion, heals 5 HP. Awesome. And obviously that's kind of the loading screen stuff. That's all being loaded in the background just very quickly. So you can't see the loading screen, but it is there. And like I said, the issue of this, that I can't go back in afterwards, I will look at that later as well. But I'm pretty happy about that. I have actual starting on the main menu, and then we can go in and we're loading in all that item data. These items are not made in Unity anymore. They're made just from a JSON file. So that's really nice. And then I'm just going to take that same idea that I've done with the rarities and the items and apply it to the quests. And the quests will be kind of the same thing. And the same thing I've done with the items that have the derivatives. I'll have to do that with objectives, because there'll be derived objective types. But other than that, it's pretty good. And I think I can call that done for today. It's 2 hours, 15 minutes. That's not bad. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming out. I appreciate that. Tuesday will be another late night programming. So I don't know what we'll do yet. Yeah, I don't know. It depends on what needs fixed. Could probably come back and do a little bit of refactoring on some stuff. Who knows? We might even do another project. I've had a different project I kind of wanted to get a little headway on. So I may take a little bit of a break from this one and start that for a bit. But we'll see. But again, thank you for coming out. Greatly appreciate it. That's going to be it for today. So, yeah. Peace out.